This is one of Nepal's major highways. A landslide has occurred a few miles from here, disrupting traffic for several hours. It's not just Nepal. All South Asian countries face frequent disasters that cause long-term disruption of road transport, economic setback and loss of life. Building a resilient transport system is an absolute necessity for these countries. In 2016 in Sri Lanka, South Asia Regional South-to-South Learning Workshop was launched with the vision of helping institute a sustainable, resilient transport sector in all South Asian countries.
The whole purpose of a South-to-South workshop is, one, is to share our knowledge and experience in our countries. It's a great opportunity for us to learn from each other and apply lessons that we have learned from each other's countries into our own ongoing programs.
Experts, policymakers and engineers gathered to share knowledge and experience on geohazard risk assessment and risk management in transport sector.
Transport sector is facing major challenges with slope stability issues along the transportation corridors. We need to proactively identify these locations so that before this disaster occurs, we can actually prevent them.
Slope instabilities are really the thing that keeps the transportation experts in country up at night. So one thing a DSS can do is help scale the problem. The DSS helps you determine where should I put my limited set of funds.
What is critical through this entire learning process is at the very end we come up with clear action plans on how to implement geohazard risk management into our ongoing projects.
At the second South-to-South Learning Workshop, experts and members from South Asian countries gathered once again.
So we're going to the next phase, which is on resilient transport asset management. So we're focusing on maintenance, we're focusing on monitoring and disaster preparedness and response for transport sector.
The management of roads is very, very difficult and is hampered almost on a yearly basis by problems of landslides and erosion and flooding. So therefore, managing these assets that allow the road to remain in service is critically important for the transport network of the country.
My view on preparedness is that there is a clear system in place of responsibilities running from national level right down through province, district and community level. And there are focal people within that system who have responsibilities for reporting the disaster and identifying a way forward for clearing access, rescue or evacuation.
The third workshop was held in New Zealand, an island nation in South Pacific Ocean. Located between the Pacific and the Australian tectonic plates, New Zealand is exposed to a range of geohazards. To find out how New Zealand builds resilience against these disasters, the third South-to-South Learning Workshop brought together participants from South Asian countries and Pacific islands of Samoa and Tonga.
From the New Zealand, they have a very advanced road asset management system. They look at not only the road, but the infrastructure as a whole to do the planning. So we wanted to add the learning component in this workshop.
This workshop focused on global policy framework and its relation to national policy and institutional arrangement in geohazard risk management as exemplified by New Zealand.
And New Zealand has been very much one of looking at the whole process from the governance, the systems, how we identify risks, how we design, operate, maintain.
The most significant piece of work that we've seen in the past few years was the implementation of the One Network Road Classification System. That has moved the integration of asset management and resilience ahead quite a bit.
And just ahead of us now is Bridge 25, retaining the wall here and mechanically stabilised slope again.
We are very happy that you guys came to have a look at what is going to be one of the most important roading projects in New Zealand.
The team visited GNS Science to find out how New Zealand translates science for the benefit of its people and for a safer New Zealand using risk modelling and risk-based planning.
We're the Geological Survey organisation for the country, which means that we have 4 strategic themes aiming at this vision of a cleaner, safer, prosperous New Zealand.
We have learned so much from the New Zealand regarding the bioengineering. In the New Zealand, there is so much coordination between the various departments.
They've come in and they've seen that a small country have been able to assemble the right people, the right tools to have a vision and take it forward.
This is not just about their work in their country, but contributing to the global agenda that makes it more significant and meaningful for them.
This kind of workshops are a necessity today, and sharing of better practices, networking is very, very essential, and such workshops have to happen frequently.
The South Asia Regional South-to-South Learning Workshops have proved to be a valuable platform for exchange of knowledge and experience. This exchange is enabling South Asian countries to build safer, robust and resilient transport network.